Well, I took a couple more photographs, but the two that I seem to have left, I don't know what happened to the others. At least will give you an idea where I went yesterday. It's a nice ride. It's a pretty difficult ride. It's almost a kilometre elevation gain, actually. 738 metres. And I've never seen anyone camping there before. I actually wanted to ask them what kind of tents they'd got, because they do look pretty neat. And when they packed them away, they were in quite small bags. And for someone who's planning to do a little bit of bike packing in summer, a nice compact tent would be pretty useful. Right, well, previous video detailed the ride into the village, but I went another way that day. So this day, yesterday in fact, I decided to film the ride right to the top. And, well, there's a waterfall, but that's another sort of hour hike. And I think you can ride it if you're very, very, very good. But as I'm not very, very, very good, I decided, and I've always decided I'd never actually tried to ride to the waterfall. Plenty of water coming down here. Probably some burst drain somewhere. It wasn't clear. As I'm going up here now, and the video's played at, I think it's double speed at the moment. Some of the video later on will be played at 4 times speed. Just to stop there because my radar said a car was approaching fast. And I don't suppose it makes too much difference if the car's seen you, but I just felt a little safer pulling over at the side of the road for a moment. I'll do it again in a couple of seconds. No, I didn't this time. It didn't say car approaching quickly, it just said car approaching. And if you stop every time a car's approaching, you'd never get anywhere. I've made a video about Garmin Varia before. I recommend you watch it. Certainly if you're a cyclist, couldn't be without it. It's a fantastic piece of kit. Anyway, this is the ride all the way to, not the waterfall itself, but to the park area. And I don't think I really need to explain it too much because you'll see it when you get to the top.
For the First World War, the siege of Troy was long before my time. Naseby, Jutland, Agincourt, characters perhaps from pantomime. Author, sport, landlocked states, capitals of Europe and their size. Breeds of God, famous dates, kind of hoping these things don't arise. I don't watch films in black and white. The trees and flowers and birds have passed me by. I'll just guess and hope I'm right. The first man into space was Captain Blind. to know. Superb, succinct, pity then for you, it's not quite so. Hexted, 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 hexted. Dobson, 1933. Words beginning with K-N-O, words that end in P-A-G-A-D.
Well, the last time I rode up, actually, I must have been hungry or something, and I didn't feel it till I got to about here. And they talk about, marathon runners talk about hitting the wall. Well, I hit the wall. I just couldn't really get up. I did actually make it in the end, but I stopped about 10 times. It's just one of those days where nothing really works. Well, yesterday I didn't break any records, but yes, this is played at 4 times speed. So it doesn't give a very good impression, but I did do pretty well. I did actually check Strava to see, because I thought I was going to break my personal best. It turns out I was about 4 or 5 minutes away from it, so it was a bit disappointing. But, well, I'm not getting any younger. I don't necessarily expect to beat it, but I should be getting within 4 minutes of it. However, I didn't really factor in the stop at the eco post. Because when I broke my record, there was an eco post, but they never used to charge bikes. They used to charge cars, which I felt was fair because of aspects of pollution. But now they just charge per person to enter the national park, which is also fair, I expect, to an extent. But it does slow cyclists down. So who knows, may even have beaten my personal best, but for that stop. It won't have been very, very far away. Why didn't I consider that until now?
As I camped out one evening to take the midnight air, I heard a maiden grieving from somewhere over there. Who is it you are mourning? For whom do you wear grey? She said, I pine for no one, I just can't pay my way. Ever since the chattering classes invaded Hebden Bridge and priced the likes of me and mine to the pots of the Pennine Ridge. To South East Wales I was forced to flee, and now I have no job. That's why tonight I'm sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob. For you I'd waive expenses to try and help you out. For your beauty influences the landscape hereabouts. Look up my betrothed at 3 Cocks, be sure she'll see you right, while I go up to Yorkshire and there avenge your plight. Soon reports were filtering through to me, the pair were drowning in bliss. I can't recall having ever been cuckolded quite like this. I gave up hope, ironically, for Lent. Come see me living in a bivvy, if you're ever up any Ghent. trifle green. I still think with affection on everything that's been. So prepare that fatted calf and string up the bunting gay. Your brisk and bonny ploughboy is coming home today, and tonight he'll be sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob. Tonight he'll be sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob. On touching the trip point, I found my thrill. To the east, Brokeback Mountain, to the west, Benny Hill. I'll give you the grid ref, you might like to go. S02-24350. Tonight he'll be heaven, could that be the Hereford Tumper? Tumper, you're gonna need a jumper. Tonight he'll be chilling on top of Lord Hereford's knob. Tonight he'll be sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob. All of our songs sound the same. Tonight he'll be sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob. I'm keeping 2 chevrons apart. Tonight he'll be sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob. You're the reason why paradise. Tonight he'll be sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob.